Chris Cuomo asked Maxine Waters straight up what lesson the Democratic Party should learn after the American people said hard no to the leftist agenda and narrative and elected a completely conservative government in the United States. Listen to her answer, which Cuomo shuts down.
What is the lesson that your party should have learned?
Well, the Democratic Party worked very hard. And they raised, substantial sum of money. We had great candidates. And so Trump had a following, basically generally led by whites. White males voted in big numbers. He had a few from the other race groups that joined in, like the Latinos at 45%, and black men at about the same rate that they did when they voted for him before, at about 20%. That combination won. And so it is not that Democrats did not work hard, did not do a great job. We had an unusual situation where we had a black woman, which this country has never seen before. A combination of all of those things led to his win.
I will not push back on the idea that race and sex matter in America and politics. I think they do. I don't know that it was the controlling variable, and you don't suggest otherwise. To me, it seemed to be that the Democrats thought Trump stinks is enough. And Senator Bernie Sanders said something that reminded me of you, which is why I wanted you on the show tonight, Maxine, which is Democratic Party used to be, we are all about doing for working people. That's what we do. That's what Mario Cuomo's party, that's what Maxine Waters' party was. You are now seen as not that, even by Bernie Sanders.
There are TikTok videos going viral of liberal white women shaving their heads, claiming to go celibate in protest of Donald Trump winning the election. The way I see it, less liberal women sleeping around, less abortions, all good. But the emotional breakdowns on TikTok right now need to be studied medically. But there is one video that went viral in particular that relates to this video that you just saw from Maxine Waters. You need to see this. Watch.
Kamala Harris did not lose this election because she's a woman. She lost this election because there were American families sitting there telling her how they couldn't afford to put food in their fridge, and her solution was to bring out Meg Thee Stallion to twerk on stage alongside just about every single one of P. Diddy's friends to endorse her. She lost this election because there were Americans who lost everything in an absolutely horrific hurricane, and she sat there telling them that $750 should be enough for them if they even qualify, while simultaneously funding illegals staying in five-star hotels in New York City, receiving 3 meals a day provided to them by taxpayer dollars. She lost this election because she sat there talking about how anti-racism she was while simultaneously blaming straight white men for just about every single problem this country has. Isn't it funny that if you demonize a group of people long enough for merely existing, they might not want to vote for you? American politics has changed forever. You will no longer be able to sit there and bully Americans into voting for you. It won't work. Unfortunately, our politicians on both sides seem to forget that they are actually public servants. They answer to the public, not the other way around. And they need to get behind that. They need to understand that, and they need to change and reform their policies to fit what the public is saying, or they will get left in the dust, as Kamala learned the hard way yesterday.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Look, keep telling us that we are racist. Keep telling us that boys can be girls and girls can be boys. Keep telling us that you want to censor opposing viewpoints. Keep waging lawfare against your political opponents. Keep telling us that masculinity is toxic. Keep telling us that we are evil, stupid, and garbage for voting for your political opponent. Keep doing it and continue to lose. Look, when it all comes down to it, I want the Democrats to learn the right lessons so that they can move back towards reality and we can move forward as a country. They need to rid themselves of these radical race, gender, censorship extremists and come back to reality. I honestly hope they do. But if they don't, I guess us conservatives will just keep on winning.